So, there's been some drama in the Pokemon GO community recently, which is a sentence I didn't think I'd ever say. But basically, people are pretty mad because for no real reason, the Pokemon GO devs decided to just completely ruin everyone's in-game avatars. That's right, they completely changed the art style on the users with no real reason. And I don't think it's too controversial to say that the new art style is not just unpopular, it's just generally worse. So I'm gonna put some examples of the old style avatars on screen now, and here are some that are made with the new style. I mean, it's pretty plain to see that the new ones are just worse. The most egregious examples of this design change are all on avatars of women, as the new update seems to have basically removed any real feminine body types and replaced them with men's body types, or at least masculine ones. I think that it's kind of obvious why they did this, given recent trends in the industry, where companies are moving away from traditional femininity and towards, well, less feminine bodies for characters in video games. Now, the stated reasoning for this, most of the time, is that they want to move away from gender stereotypes to not promote harmful body images in games, which isn't something that I'm sure that games companies need to worry about in general, but almost always leads to the masculinization of women's characters, which feels like it's less representative of women who game, and more representative of this weird image that people in San Francisco have of what the average woman looks like. We've seen this in a number of games recently. For instance, the recent drama about the Stellar Blade game that we talked about not long ago had to do with Western developers and games journalists who believe in this weird San Francisco ideology, claiming that the main character of Stellar Blade, Eve, was not representative of women and getting mad because they don't think that women that look like the character exist. The character is traditionally feminine, only to be destroyed when it came out that the character was based on scans of an actual Korean model who does in fact have the body type that that character has. Now, what's interesting to me is that the people who make Pokemon GO don't seem to have been expecting any major pushback on the changes, as their community manager for the game had to post on Twitter regarding the backlash and looking for responses as to the reasons people were upset. The community manager, who goes by Kestrel Riot on Twitter, posted this tweet: Avatars. I've been reading and building notes, but I'd love to hear what folks think. Some caveats. Cruelty gets ignored. Critical specific feedback is on what isn't working is great. Saying what you like is just as important as what you don't like. I want both. Oh, and don't forget the completely necessary and not at all pandering tweet reminding people that you're a company that supports everyone. Side note here too, diversity means everyone, so your feedback is valuable regardless of who you are. So I mean, there's nothing like completely objectionable in those tweets, but there's two things to note. Obviously, the fact that the community manager is reaching out for feedback after the change went live and was negatively received means they weren't expecting people to be upset, which honestly isn't that surprising considering that most large game dev studios are an echo chamber of the same ideals, and this change is definitely in line with the weird movement to remove traditional woman body types from games. But it also speaks, I think for obvious reasons, to the political and ideological culture at the Pokemon GO studio. The language from that tweet is very coded towards that weird ideology that rich people in California all seem to have and believe everyone in the rest of the country has. From the use of the word folks to avoid gendered language, to the unnecessary reminder that all opinions are valuable, regardless of who you are. Not that that's untrue, but them saying that is just a signal that they're on one side of certain issues. So as far as I can tell, that's the reason why they ruined everyone's avatars. Politics. They seem to have been trying to get in line with the industry movement away from traditional femininity in character models, and so just decided to completely rework their art style to make most characters more masculine. It's a trend that I obviously disagree with and that I think is genuinely sexist, but it's what's popular over in California these days, so I doubt they'll revert it unless they lose a bunch of players. So what do you think? Am I right about why they changed the character models? Or do you have a different theory? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and God bless you.